Hello and welcome to Krista So Crafty. My name is Krista. Today we're going to be making a cute little craft out of some dollar store materials and some other stuff that I have kicking around. So let's jump right into it. Now these are painted, but I bought these at the dollar store. It's a witch's hat and there was a pack of, let me show you. I don't have the package anymore, but there were witch's hats and cats. And I don't know, that's all I have here. There was something else, maybe a pumpkin. But these all came in one package and you see they have holes in them so you can hang them up. A couple years ago, I made like a garland out of these. But this time I'm going to take these witch's hats and I'm going to use them. So they come looking like this. I've already got mine painted purple. So I'm going to use these to make a gnome. Can you see the gnome in that? Just stick around with me and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. All right, so these are the supplies that you're going to need. So you'll need 2 witches' hats. You're going to need a little chunk of fun fur. Some sort of decoration. I'm going to use these. They're not beads. They're from this little thing that I got from somewhere. Anyways, I thought the colors were nice and I thought that they would go well with this. I wish I had a little spider. That would be perfect. I'm going to keep looking, but I looked and I couldn't find one. You're going to need some sort of decoration. This is going to be for the trim on the hat. So I'm going to use this. This is just a scrap piece from the piece of, I don't even know what it's called. They're not beads, but anyways, I'm going to use that. And then I have this, it's a half an apple. But I think I'm going to use that for the gnome's nose. And I'm not going to paint it. I'm just going to leave it the color it is. And of course I have wire cutters here and I have an X-Acto knife and some scissors. And then I also have a little piece of jute that I'm going to put on here so we can hang it up. And other than that, that's all you're going to need for this craft. Let's move some of this stuff up and out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is, so this material is like a really thin wood. It's very thin. So I'm going to keep the purple as the hat of the gnome and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off this little piece here that's jutting out because I don't want it there. So I'm going to use this piece, just so you're aware what I'm doing, to put behind the fun fur to hold down his beard. The other thing I want to do is, these don't line up. When I line them up like that, you can see parts, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to cut the ends off. And as you can see, I'm just using scissors. Now, don't use your good scissors on these because it is wood. We don't want to wreck your good scissors, but these are just craft scissors. There we go. So let's scoot that out of the way. And so now I can take and I will glue this onto here, and then the fun fur will go onto here, and this will give the fun fur, if I can get a hold of it, some stability so it's not, so floppy. So what else I'm going to do is I'm going to leave probably about 1/4 inch where I can glue this on, like so. So it's about 1/4 inch overlap. And I'm going to turn this over, and to make it a little easier, I'm just going to grab a pencil and I'm going to roughly draw around this shape, just so I know where to cut. Now, when you're dealing with fun fur, you do not want to just take a pair of scissors and cut it like this. Because what that does is it cuts all the beautiful hair off blunt. So what I found is you take an X-Acto knife. That's loose. I'm just going to tighten that up. And you take and you follow along that drawn line or wherever you want to go. So I'm just going to cut on the outside of that line. And I'm not going all the way through. I'm just cutting through this backing. This backing is quite tough, but you don't want to cut all the way through and cut the hairs. So you just want to, I almost need a new blade, I think. Cut that like that. And then what that does, see, is it leaves all that beautiful hair the way it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out real quick, like so. See, and then when you pull it away, you still have this beautiful hair, and it's going to look more natural. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side here. I'm putting enough pressure to cut through this tough material on the back, but not enough pressure that I'm cutting all the way to the front. Does that make sense? I hope so. So we'll just do that. And then we can just glue this right onto that wood piece, and our gnome hair will be all ready to go. A little bit more down here at the bottom. There we go. So then always kind of pull away all the extra stuff, all the extra floofy stuff that comes off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now if we hold this up here, you'll see that there's enough coverage that we're not going to be able to see the wood part from the front, but it's going to give us our stability. All right, now that this is cut out and ready to go, I'm going to line this up across the top and leave that about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to fold this back a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the top here and press that down to hold that in place. And now I can lift this up and I can put some glue on the wood part to hold the fun fur down, like that. Now, if you want, you can take and you can trim your little beard up a little bit. I'm just going to kind of shape the bottom of this a little bit. Good enough. Perfect. All right, so now get all this fun fur out of the way. So now you would take your little witch's hat and paint it whatever color you want. I think the purple is cute. I did that ahead of time just to save time. I just used regular acrylic paint. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue our hat on, and our hat is going to go just over the fun fur like this, and we'll glue it like that so that it is there, stuck on there, and not going to move. So I'm going to get another glue stick, apparently, and we will get some glue on here. So all across the bottom, the top here. My glue gun was giving me some grief there, but I've got it working now. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the fun fur. And now I'm going to take this and just place my hat just like that. And I'm going to press it together and attach that onto the bottom part. I think this is such a fun way to make a little gnome. And I mean, very economical too. And just think how many gnomes you could make out of this, right? So like I said, I'm going to use this half an apple. Now, if you don't have this, you could use a bead. So not this one, I'm going to use it up top, but you could absolutely give him a big nose like that, right? Like that is so cute. So you could use, I could use one of these big gold ones. Which one do I like better? You know what? I think I like, I don't know. I think I like this better. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to change my mind, which is the joy of crafting, right? So now I've just cut the wire off of there, and I'm just going to try to push down on here to try to get that little wire in a little bit more. So this will just go on here, and I think that is going to be super cute. So find the center, which is right there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Don't put too much. And stick this right on there, like that. And we need to hold it in place until it's set. You can use just about anything. I'm using these little beads off of that little garland thingy. Sorry about that. You could use like a half an apple. You could use a little wooden bead if you had a wooden bead. Heck, you could even use a little rock, you know, if you wanted to. You could have a little rock and put a little, paint it up a bit. It'd be cute. Just make it moving out a little bit there. Oh, that is so cute. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little piece of, it's not ribbon, but I'm going to call it ribbon for this example. And I'm going to glue it on here like this. Now, I'm not concerned about the back because honestly, who sees the back, right? So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and glue that in place. I'm going to let that sit for a second to set. You know what? Let's use this instead of burning the finger. There we go. So I'm going to let that set for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to bring this side over and I'm going to glue it down as well. So now I think I want it curved a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to curve it and I'm going to put a little tiny glue behind that one. There we go. And just kind of curve it down a little bit. That looks good. And then I will come around the back side. I don't know what is going on with, there we go. My glue gun's being weird. Actually, I think it's a user. Put a little bit of glue on there and then just press that over and hold it in place. And now we have our cute little band on our little gnome. That is so cute. That is so cute. Now I'm going to use these same beads. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to take this off. And I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the little apple like I'd planned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it so that it's just over the brim of that hat. So it'll sit like that. And I think that's going to be very cute. So let's get some glue on the back of here. And turn this over and put it right there. And now that way it's also helping to secure the hat. I mean, the hat's not going anywhere, but it's just, again, one more thing to help secure. Gotta make sure his nose is straight. There we go. And I got some glue in his beard. Silly, silly glue. So I'm gonna see if I can maybe just trim that out of there. I have no idea how I got hot glue in there. There we go. See? Bada boom, bada bing, no problem. Oh, this is looking so cute. I really think it's so cute. So now I'm going to take these and I'm going to glue them on here to give it some decoration. So let's put a little glue here. And I'm just going to tuck it right like so. And then I'm going to put, I think, this one on this side, and then we'll put this one on the bottom. So this one, I'm going to put a little glue right here. Oh, those silly glue strings. And put that right there. And then this one, we'll put in here like this. And I think that'll just add enough little decoration to this to make it so cute. And get that in here like so. And of course get the glue strings off. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm going to take this little piece of jute and I'm going to put a knot on the end of this, like so, just very close to the end. There's the other one. I have to show you my nails. Look at, isn't that just the cutest little ghost? My nail tech lady is so amazing. She humors me every time I go in there. Every time I walk in there and I say, well, hey, let's try this. And she's like, okay. She's amazing. So cute. Anyways, so I tied a knot there, and I'm going to take and I'm going to trim off some of this fuzzy stuff. And I want to go through the back of that hole to the front. And I'm going to go through and bring that, whoops, I want to do that the other way around. I want the knot at the back. So I'm going to go through the front and whoop, go through the front of that hole and bring that loop through. And then I'm going to go like this and pull. And there we've attached our little jute on here, and now we can hang this up. Oh, he's so cute. Now, if you had a little spider you could put on here, or even like a little pumpkin, if you had a little pumpkin, little ornament, that would be so cute too. But what a quick and easy little craft made out of witches' hats. So here is our cute little gnome that we've just finished. This can be made so many different ways. You could have so many different variations. You could change these out and put little spiders or little pumpkins up there. If you have like ribbon, you can use a little piece of ribbon for the band on the hat. Like I said, you could use anything you want for the nose. You can use little beads. You can use half an apple if you have that. You can use even a little rock, right? Even a rock would do. You can use your fun fur for the gnome's beard. And you don't have to have a white beard. You could have any color you want. I mean, there's nothing saying a gnome's beard has to be white. And you know what? Just have fun with this. I really hope you enjoyed this little tutorial today. And if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out. Consider subscribing to my channel. I post a video once a week, sometimes more. I'm trying to get better at that and get more videos out. So if you have any suggestions for videos, please post them down below. I'd be happy to try to make whatever it is you're suggesting. And click on the little bell to receive notification every time I do upload a video so that you don't miss a single video that I do post. Thank you again for joining me today on Krista So Crafty, and happy crafting.